I'm disappointed that they're not doing more to take safety and make it a priority. For example, we still have retailers that won't institute plans like having security officers in their stores, making sure that they've got cameras that are actually operational.
Right, blame the retailer. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot inexplicably passing the blame earlier this month for the surge in smash-and-grab thefts. But Chicago businesses owners have had enough. Our next guest, exotic car showroom in Chicago, was robbed in broad daylight while families were inside. Now he's calling for city leaders to take action. The owner of Gold Coast Exotic Motor Cars, Joe Perillo, joins us now. Joe, you just tell me, you don't speak out, you don't talk to the press, but this is the breaking point. Why is this the breaking point for you?
Well, you know, this happened in broad daylight on Saturday, and they have people come and break into your store while there's customer shopping and there's children in there. My partner's children came to visit him and his wife, and here comes two guys, one carrying a gun, and I wasn't there, but I got there just after it happened, and the news media was on the way, and I was so amped up. I had so much anger in me, and I started out by hating Mayor Lightfoot and hating Kim Foxx and hating the criminals. And as the day got on, I just got more enraged. And when I went on the news, I said, enough is enough. Those two words resonated. The phone calls start ringing in my dealership. My friends, relatives, people that I didn't know, people who could get a hold of my number, and they were saying enough is enough. I never realized that it has got to such a boiling point, and there's no one stepping out to say anything about it.
It's unbelievable.
And so I just felt that I had to come up and I had to say something about this.
So, Joe, I get this.
Yeah.
It turns out in Chicago, I guess you know that, they have a gun, but unless they point the gun at you, you can't press charges.
Well, here's the thing. Here's how I feel about this. I think that Mayor Lightfoot, I don't know her, I don't know Kim Foxx. They're probably good people. They probably are trying to do good for their community. But they're doing bad for their community. They're doing bad because what happens, I came from the inner city. I came from a neighborhood where there were criminals and thugs. And if the laws were as lenient then as they are now, you'd be talking to a criminal now. You'd be talking to a thug, because my role models weren't doctors and lawyers. My role models on the corner were criminals, talking about scores that they made. I went to the Army when I was 17 years old. And I went to, when I was 18, I was in the Far East for a year. I learned more in the Army, and I came back, and I went back to my neighborhood, and those thugs were still talking about crimes, petty crimes that they did. So what Mayor Lightfoot doesn't realize, and Kim Foxx doesn't realize, and this is not about me. What happened in my dealership, it's not about me. I'm not here to talk about. I don't want pity.
What don't they realize? What don't they realize, Joe?
What they don't realize is they're harvesting criminals. These young kids, those kids, I feel sorry for those kids who robbed us. I don't hate them. I feel sorry for them, because they're going to have a life of crime. The only thing they can do to make a living is go out and rob somebody and come back to their neighborhood and be role models and get these kids who are 15 those kids were probably 17 or 18 years old. And they're hijacking cars. They want a car they need a car, they want a car. Instead of going out and getting a job and making payments, they stick a gun in someone's head and they take their car.
And there's no hell to pay. You don't pay for your crimes anymore.
And I'm telling you, I never realized how much outrage there was around the country. I've been getting calls. This was about Chicago, as far as I'm concerned. But this is going on around the country. I've been getting thousands of calls. And I'd like to have people who are watching this show to just text you, call you, or do something and say enough is enough, because
Listen,
we're at a breaking point right
well,
now.
you have a
It's
bunch
only
of.
going to get worse.
I know, but you have mayors and attorney generals that people keep electing. They care more about the criminals than they do about the business owners. No one gave you anything. You're a self-made success story, and they're trying to take it apart and get mad at you for not providing the right security. Unbelievable. Joe Perillo, I appreciate your effort, your message, and I appreciate exactly where you're coming from. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's role models for them to turn this thing around, but they're at the very least there should be law enforcement.
I'll tell you
Real
one
quick.
thing, Brian. Brian, politicians have two goals. The first goal is to get elected. The second goal is to get reelected.
I know.
I voted for Lori Lightfoot the first time. I won't vote for her next time, and I hope everybody sends that message out to her and all of the aldermen that we've had enough. Enough is enough.
Joe Perillo, thanks so much. Talk to you.